We're very excited to have a very funny gentleman back with us. He performed with us many times several years ago, but for the past 10, 15 years, he's been out in California. He's been the head writer for David Letterman. He's also written for Jay Leno. We're very excited to have him right back here at Woodloch Pines. So please, a nice warm welcome for Mr. Gabe Abelson, please.
I'm glad to be here tonight because I got to stop at my favorite store on the way up here, Costco. Guys shop at Costco? That place is huge. I said to the salesman, how much is that mattress? He said, it's a waffle. And you can get anything you want at Costco. No matter what it is, they sell it. Costco's the only store you'll hear somebody say, okay, I'll get the hamburgers, you get the computer, and I'll meet you by the hammocks. And those tasting stations, I'm a sucker for those. You walk around, would you like to try some beef stroganoff? Absolutely. Chicken Kiev? You bet. How about some lasagna? Yeah. How about some chocolate cake? Sure. Your friend's like, you want to go to dinner? No, I'm stuffed. I don't eat dinner. I just go to Costco and walk around. And they now, back me up on this, they now sell coffins at Costco. How many of you have seen this? Yes, right? I am not making this up. Coffins at Costco. Yeah, what better way to tell Grandpa you love him for eternity than with a Kirkland coffin? And the worst part is you can't even just buy one coffin. You got to buy 12 shrink wrap. Then I passed my other favorite superstore, IKEA. I don't know if you know this, IKEA is a Swedish word. It means missing screw. How many times do you spend 3 hours putting a piece of IKEA furniture together, there's a part missing? And you can't call up and complain because you can't even pronounce this stuff. Guess I'm having a problem with my Plavik. You're having a problem with your Plavik, you better call the urologist. But I am glad to be here. It's been a long time. I love Woodloch. Great resort. Isn't this place great? Come on. Woodloch. We love it. Great hotel. Some of the hotels I stay at on the road, not so great. I was at a place last week. I don't want to give away the name, but let's just say it wasn't a Holiday. They had one of those beds where you put in a quarter, there's 1,000 vibrating fingers. Apparently only one of the fingers was working. The last time I sleep on my back. But I almost didn't make it here tonight. I had a scary experience. I was in my room and I was shaving, and I was using one of these 5-bladed razors. You know these? The first blade gently lifts the whisker up, while the next 4 blades collect bone marrow. Then I put on aftershave. What was I thinking? Well, I just cut my face. Why not burn it too? Well, the worst is when your wives use your razors and they don't tell you. The next day it's like shaving with a rock. My wife used my razor. I got even with her. You know what I did? I took her electric curlers, I took them out of those stands, and I cooked hot dogs on them for me and my friend. Because you got to get even in life. Life takes advantage of you. You have to take advantage of life. I think that's part of our job, is teaching you folks ways to beat the system. For instance, you hate getting parking tickets? Never want to get another parking ticket? Very simple. Take off your windshield wipers. No wipers, no tickets. You tired of postal rates going up? I know I am. Stamps, 44 cents now? Well, I'm going to teach you how to mail a letter for free. You will never have to use postage again. All you do is you put your name and address in the center of the envelope. Then you put the name and the address of the person you're sending it to in the upper left-hand corner. No stamp, it goes to them. You're looking at each other like, this might work. This is what we do. We come up here, we think of all the dumb stuff that you folks with real jobs don't waste your time thinking about. We ask the dumb questions in life. Like, why are there no B batteries? We got A, AA, AAA, C. What happened to B? Why is there no mouse-flavored cat food? Sure, we got liver, we got tuna, we got chicken. Let me ask you something. When was the last time your cat came home with a chicken in his mouth? They come home with mice, drop them on the kitchen floor. They're not gifts, they're cooking tips. So I went down to Club Med, bought a Club Med t-shirt. Cost me $45 for a Club Med t-shirt. I brought it back to New York. I washed it once and the D came off. And New York is not the place you want to walk around with a shirt that says Club Me on it. Flew down to the islands, $150 round trip. It's pretty good. The only problem is you can't hire intelligent airline personnel for $150 round trip. I said to the flight attendant, what kind of plane is this? She goes, air? She said there are 5 emergency exits located near the doors. That's a good place to put an exit, don't you think? Now the big thing is pilot error. That's a scary term, pilot error. I was reading in the last year there have been 3 plane crashes because the pilot ran out of gas. How does a pilot run out of gas? Was he looking at the fuel gauge going, it says empty, there's always an eighth of a tank left. Yeah, look, Bob, I pull a plane up a little, the needle looks half full, look at that. Because they tell you how safe it is to fly, then you get on the plane, what do? They give you 10 minutes of safety instructions. If it's so safe to fly, give us the emergency instructions where we know it's dangerous to travel. Like the subways in New York. Have the conductor come over the intercom and say something like, hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your conductor, Angelo, speaking. Welcome to the D train. You'll notice some hookers demonstrating emergency equipment. The train should go above ground through the Bronx. A bulletproof vest can be located under your seat. The vest don't inflate duck. All weapons may be stored in the overhead compartments. Please, no stabbing until the train has come to a complete stop in the terminal. Should an unbathed bag lady walk on a train, a small mask could drop from the ceiling. Put it over your nose and mouth and breathe like your life depended on it. And now please return the homeless person to his original upright position. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Well, they tell you flying is safer than driving. Yeah, when was the last time you got sucked out of your car? There's a big battle going on between men and women drivers. Guys don't think women are as good at driving, very unfair. I think women are, well, I'm not going to say women are better drivers. I'll be more diplomatic. I'll say women are more creative drivers. You know why I say creative? My wife got pulled over for making an S-turn. Yeah, an S-turn. I have no idea. She said she started to make a U, then she changed her mind. Cop couldn't do anything. He pulled her over. He said, didn't you see the sign, no U-turn? She went, get lost. It was making an S. You had to let her go. Because you drive around, you see a lot of weird differences between the sexes. The way up here, I pulled into a gas station. There was a male attendant and a female attendant. And I noticed there's even a difference in the way men and women pump gas. Because the woman pumped the gas, took the hose out, put it back in the pump. That was the end of it. When the guy pumped the gas, he took the hose out, he shook it off, then he put it back on the pump. Just saying. Went home, saw my family recently, saw my parents, saw my dad. My dad was always kind of rough on me, you know. He was. As a kid, I'd be lying on a couch Sunday. I was kind of a slacker. I'd be sleeping on a couch Sunday. My father come there, see me lying on a couch. Say, come on, get up and wash the car. I'd say, Dad, I don't feel like it. He'd say, suppose I don't feel like going to work tomorrow. Well, great, and I guess you can wash your car, Dad. I was a bad speller, too, and I'd always come to him to ask him how to spell a word. I'd say, Dad, how do you spell acclimate? My father would say, well, sound it out, son. What does it sound like? I'd say, gee, it sounds like you can't spell it either, Dad. Hey, you guys like impressions? Yeah, me too. I wish I did some. No, I like impressions. You know, I could come out here and start talking like Howard Cosell. Here's the greatest fighter of our time, Mike Tyson.
Thanks, Howard. It's Mike Tyson. I'd like to do a little poem for you. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring because I knocked them all out.
And I kid Mike Tyson because, you know, he's not here. Oh,
Oh, Jay Leno. Now, do you see this commercial on TV? Do you see this commercial?
Milk-bone, because all dogs want fresh breath.
Now you lick your butt and drink from the toilet all day. You want fresh breath too, huh? Oh, we got a great show tonight. Ex-President Clinton is here.
Thanks, Jay. You know, last week it was Monica's birthday. She was 37 years old. I wanted to do something nice for her because, well, she did something nice for me. 37, hard to believe just yesterday Monica was crawling around the floor of the Oval Office. Here's my vice president, Al Gore. Well, thank you. This is Al Gore. You know, I've been receiving a lot of heat lately because people say I came on to my massage therapist. Well, I can't help it if every part of me is wooden. Here's your president, Barack Obama. Thank you. Here's the thing. The American people are the hardest workers in the world. You know those little tags that say made in China? We make those. Here's my friend Bill Cosby. Oh, hey, hi, man. This is Bill Cosby. You see, you know, wow. Hey, here's my buddy Kevin Costner. This is Kevin Costner. By Friday, I realized none of the troops were going to show up. I was left defenseless against millions of Indian warriors. Till suddenly I realized I had the most powerful weapon of all. The sound of my own voice could bore any Indian to death. Here's Robert Barone from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Look at you, Raymond. Look at you, Raymond. Just sitting there. Everybody loves Raymond. Hey, wait.
Jerry Seinfeld. Who are these people? I don't know. George. That's it, Jerry. No more, Jerry. Rodney Dangerfield. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I got a big wife. Are you kidding me? I took her through the Lincoln Tunnel to clean her sides. She's a big woman. Yeah, she used to be afraid of the dark. Then she saw me naked. Now she's afraid of the light. Ain't that right, Archie? Oh, jeez, well, you gotta wipe me, you loser, you. Ah, jeez. Edith, go to the kitchen there and get me a beer. Oh, I can't, Archie. The refrigerator door won't open. Listen, thank you very much. You guys have been a lot of fun. My name's Dave Davidson. Thank you. Have a great time here at Woodloch. Good night, folks.
Let's have a nice hand for Gabe Abelson. Gabe Abelson, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.